Hey guys, it's the day after Christmas, and I always take this time of year. I take some downtime and really think about the year, about where I am, about creating ritual space around ending one thing before stepping into the next. And so I'm literally in my jammies here. And what I'm thinking about today is what it really takes to create the level of change that I've created in my own life and that I know that many of you want to create. That you've had really hard stuff happen. You've had really hard stuff happen and you're in pain. You're feeling disconnected, maybe from yourself, maybe from other people, maybe even from the idea that I can have what I want. You know, one of the most common sort of protective mechanisms that we have when we've been through a lot of trauma, especially relational trauma, betrayal, is that we stop letting ourselves want, that it actually feels a lot safer to hold back and to keep ourselves guarded and closed off. And, you know, if you're on the dating scene at all, I experience this a lot as I'm meeting people where they want to connect, but there's a closed factor here, which is self protective. It doesn't make anyone a bad person. It just means you're not there yet, that you're not actually able to reach out and allow for the fact that, you know what, pursuing connection might end up hurting. And that's okay. I can deal with that. You know, I'm strong enough to not always get what I want. I'm strong enough to have disappointment. I'm strong enough to let other people be who they are and let them have their own experience without feeling like I need to manage it or control it or make some particular thing happen. One of the things that we do in clinical work for post traumatic recovery is that we're modeling what a healthy nervous system, what a safe nervous system feels like, what healthy relationship, what healthy engagement and connection feels like. Because if we haven't had much of it, we don't know. How can you recognize something you've never met before? So you can feel what that feels like in a safe container. So that when you get out into the wild, out into the dating world, the relational world, the family relationships, the friends, you can actually feel, does this feel, this connection, like something that's healthy? Does it make me feel more myself? Does it make me feel more open for connection? Does it make me feel safe? Right? It's not excitement. It's not all the fireworks all the time. Like we get that giddy feeling. We get a little excited about each other, but I'm not looking for you to help me escape from my life. I'm actually looking for someone that I want to invite into my world, and I want them to invite me into their world, right? So that we can add just a little bit more shine, just a little bit more sparkle to each other's lives, not to save each other, not to fix each other. So that's not actually something anyone can do for someone else. The idea of rejection in relationship it's really a myth. It's this idea that if I perform just correctly enough, then this other person that I'm mythologizing, that I'm pretending is supposed to feel a certain way about me. I'm making their feelings indicative of my level of worth in some way. When I say the only like good outcome of our connecting and relating is this particular thing and is for them to feel in a particular way. It's not actually healthy. That's very controlling. That sucks to hear. I know, but it's true. When you're engaged in that, when your focus is on, I'm trying to get you to feel or do or be this thing, you're not able to show up fully as yourself. You're not able to show up in a way that actually creates intimacy, that actually creates real connection, because this is still guarded, because you actually still believe that you're not good enough. When you know that you're good enough, when you truly feel your own worth, it's okay if you don't like me. It's okay if I'm not what you're looking for. It's actually perfectly fine. It's not even really hurtful. It's just data. It's just information. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay. You know? Oh, I really like you. You don't like me that much? All right. Bummer. Next. Move on. It's not this big, heavy thing. It has nothing to do with how valuable I am. It has to do with like the different places that we're at in our journeys and what we're looking for and the way we want to feel when we're with someone. And for someone who's dysregulated, for someone who's still stuck in like a lack of self-worth, then often what I want to feel is excitement. Often what I want to feel is actually losing myself a little bit inside this intensity of connection because that feels comfortable, that feels familiar, and it makes me feel wanted. It makes me feel valuable. Now, at the stage that I'm at, that's actually not interesting at all. I have no interest whatsoever in losing myself inside anything. I don't want to lose myself because myself is pretty great. Like, this is just real life. This is owning and integrating your shadow. There's nothing wrong with your shitty parts. There's nothing wrong with the things that you actually still feel ashamed about. They're supposed to be there. And guess what? That person you're crushing on, they have them too. You know, shadow work doesn't mean it's the opposite of saying, look at the bad things about yourself and fix them. Not what shadow work is. That's bullshit. Shadow work is learning how to see the things you don't want to see and then accepting them. It's okay. It's okay that you're that way. It's okay that you have those qualities that other people might judge, that you judge. It's okay. It's okay that you're a human being. That's what you came here to be. It's okay. You can allow it. And when you can see it and when you can allow it, then you're not ruled by it. Then you can interact with it in a productive way that enables you to be wholly integrated and to create the life you actually want to have. And I see this in clinic a lot. You know, anyone who comes to work with me wants change in their life. And when I look at the difference between the people who get it and the ones that don't, it's not about me. It has nothing to do with me. I'm a guide. I'm a helper. I'm a companion. I'm a doctor. But I don't make it happen. I can't. The hardest thing we ever do is change ourselves. Everyone I'm seeing wants change. But not everyone that comes in my door is committed to the level of self-evaluation and honesty and radical responsibility that's required to make change. And radical responsibility, I'm not talking about blaming yourself and being unkind to yourself. Some people take that approach. Fuck that. You've had enough unkindness, haven't you? Haven't you yet had enough unkindness in your life? Why do you want to make more for yourself? It's not necessary. You can do it. If you insist, you can do it. That's not what got me here. It's not what changed my life. It's not an approach I'm ever going to take. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you that any ounce of unkindness is going to fix. Clarity will. Consistency will. Fucking stubbornness will. You have to be really damn stubborn to change your life. You have to be willing to persist beyond the realm of reasonability. If you want extraordinary results in your life, you must be willing to act in extraordinary ways. And I'm not talking about the fireworks. It's not actually extraordinary to do some big grandiose gesture 1 or 2 or 3 times. There's nothing extraordinary about that. People do that shit all the time. What's extraordinary is choosing to show up over and over and over, even when it's hard. It's choosing to actively pursue discomfort over and over and over, even though it's uncomfortable and shitty. It's extraordinary to refuse to settle for a life that you don't want to live. The truth is, most people settled a long time ago and they'll never stop settling. They're convincing themselves why settling was the right thing to do, rather than undertaking the discomfort and the risk of pursuing what they most want. Healing, growing forward, connecting in with the deepest part of yourself and your deepest satisfaction and joy in life, it is going to require letting go of so many things you don't want to let go of, because they're what's keeping you from having what you want. And once you let go of those things, space opens, and at first it's so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable having all of that space. It feels empty. It feels lonely. And then you start trying and you start learning, what can I put in that space, right? And using all of that as data. It's not a judgment on you, it's data. Oh, this didn't work. Now this other thing might, right? The people who achieve the level of success that they want with changing their lives are unreasonable people. If you want astonishing change, you have to be willing to be unreasonable and own it. Never let it go. Never let it go. That's what will get you where you want to be. Being completely, soundly unreasonable. Don't settle. Be unreasonable. Insist on pursuing exactly what your heart wants, regardless of what other people think. It's your life. It's your one life. As this version of you right now, what are you holding back for?